Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, family. Hope everybody is doing well and okay. And everybody is Gucci Poochie on this fine, what is it, Wednesday? Um, Promise to stream every day. And I am here adhering to my promise. So I would appreciate if you guys adhered to your promise on liking the stream as well as you come in and paying your rent. It'll be a quick stream today, quick one. I've already sacrificed quite a bit to come to this stream. I promise you I have. There's something nice and juicy waiting for me, but I have decided to come and show my face on the stream instead. Make do what you want to do with that bit of information. But I just wanted to touch quickly on the game yesterday. Big up to Gadsby who's joined the stream nice and early. That's what I like to see. Big up to Gadsby, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. How you doing?
Brilliant. Yeah, members, the stream link is in the members only group chat for you guys to come and join the stream. Members, big up Squeezy as well. Big up to King. Big up to Lucian Kid, Elite Baller, Chuck as well. Welcome, Stratford Gamer. Welcome to the stream, and all of the other viewers as well. Welcome to the stream. Look, 10 goals in 2 games, Gadsby. Can we beat Palace? Let's get straight to it.
Sure. Of course we can beat Palace. Of course we can beat anybody. I just think we have a good team. So on our day, we should be able to beat anybody as long as we're doing the right thing. So yeah, we can beat Palace.
Should we get excited? Should we get our joy back like we used to, going into games? Should we be panicking?
I don't think it's like. I think it's a thing where I think if we have our full squad, we should be excited because we actually have a good team. For the first time yesterday, I could see like we played it, even though it was Barnsley, but we played the team, and then our bench was kind of very strong, and we could, bring in some players off the bench, and it was just something fresh. So yeah, if everybody is fit, at least 97% of the team is fit, we should be encouraged because I think we can do something good. Yeah.
I sat back and I obviously did a video reaction that will be going out tomorrow midday. My overall reaction about the 10 goals in 2 games. Half of me wants to get really excited, like, oh my god, yeah, Manchester United, 10 goals in 2 games is no joke, regardless of what level it is or who we play in, because 7-0, let's not talk about it too much, because as much as we've given it, we've also taken it. Do you know what I'm saying? So Premier League teams sometimes hold 6 as well, so it can happen to the best of them. In terms of the overall performance is what I'm going to look at. I really enjoyed the goals. They were, let's be honest, as mad as it sounds, it was nice, man. We constructed some nice open play goals. Will we be able to do that until against teams that are better is the question, and that's what we want to see. Part of me wants to get really excited, like that Manchester United fan, that child in me, the Giddy Army CEO. But then part of me is like, let's just wait off a little bit before you start getting very excited. You know what I'm saying? You're on mute.
Yeah,
you're there.
Yeah. So yesterday, I just think the manager is I just think it's very interesting. A couple of things is very interesting to me because I think for the first time yesterday, we played Rashi as a 9, and I've been asking to play Rashi as a 9 for a very long time because I don't understand why we have that sort of player in our team and we have to limit him to one position every single time. Like if he doesn't play on the left wing, it has to be left wing. Even when it was off form last season, he put him on the right wing in the Champions League game. He got a red card, and then he benched him for like a couple games to see if he... Like, I don't understand why he never plays in the 9 more often. Because it actually makes you more unpredictable. Like, and now you have some kind of unpredictability, and teams can not figure you out easily. Like, I think we're so easy to figure out most of the time because he picks almost the same thing every single time. So we're so kind of predictable. But for the first time yesterday, I don't think anybody saw Rashid coming in the 9. I don't even think the Barnsley coach thought he was going to play Rashid.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I definitely didn't.
I was surprised.
Are you there, Gatsby? I think his connection's dropped out. Yeah, I definitely didn't see Rashford playing the 9. I was surprised. He got a really good goal. I'm not going to disrespect the Barnsley back line. I'm not going to disrespect the Barnsley defenders. I think I'm going to give him all the credit for the goal. You know, I think he performed really well. There's a couple players I want to bring up and mention. I think that did really well, and they deserve to be mentioned. We'll wait till Gatsby comes back. I think Gatsby's network has gone down. Gatsby, just drop me a message in the private chat. Yeah, drop me a message when you're back, Gats. So, look, first and foremost, we don't want to get carried away by saying, Rashford this, Rashford that, Rashford confidence. I think first and foremost, it's important that we have a conversation about Christian Eriksen. Secondly,
oh yeah, I was gonna get there. I'm sorry for the interruption.
No, it's okay.
Wi-Fi went off a little bit, but yeah, like yesterday, Rashford in the 9 kind of made it very unpredictable because there's two things. I don't think anybody saw Rashford playing in the 9. I don't think anybody saw Eriksen playing in the 10. And that just give us a little bit of a dynamic in the team, something different. Like, it was refreshing. But yeah, if he's able to be refreshing, dynamic, he's not too static. We have the squad. We have good players. There's no reason why we shouldn't be up there with top 3 and top 4 conversation. I don't know why people keep putting us like as if we have like some kind of basic score. We have World Cup winners in our squad. We have good players in our team, like Champions League winners. Like it's a good team, so we should be doing better. But shout out to Eriksen and Rashford yesterday. They were brilliant, and then Garnacho too. They were absolutely brilliant.
You're a big Rashford fan. You know, you're probably one of the biggest Rashford fans out there. You protect him at all cost. You back him at all cost. One of the things that I want to pose a question to you is this thing about confidence. He needs confidence. It will help his confidence. I've seen a couple posts on Twitter. Big up to Squeezy as well in the chat, and big up to Zoha in the chat as well. I've seen a couple posts on Twitter that said, you know, we've been talking about Rashford's confidence building since 2018 or whatever, 2020, you know, whatever it is, for a few years, basically. Should we be having that conversation at 2024? Let's be deadly honest that, he scored a goal. He scored 2 goals in 2 games that, he will get in a lot of confidence. That's one hand of the conversation. On the other hand, let's be deadly honest. All of these footballers have great ability. The fact is they perform really well before they come to Manchester United or after they leave Manchester United. Confidence can do wonders for any footballer. So where do you stand?
Yeah, in every sport at any high level, athletes need confidence. Like even before the Olympics, they have the pre-trials, the ones they say, okay, if you win this race, that means you're going into the Olympics more confident. So every athlete in every type of sports needs confidence. Because confidence will take you a long way. But I think the thing with Marcus Rashford is heavy is the head that wears the crown. And there's been so much responsibility that we put on him over the years. And he just has to take it. I mean, he's grown up in the club. He's 26 now, 27 soon. He's no longer a young kid. He's in his prime years, so he's going to have to take some of the things that come with it. And I think he's learning to grow into that role. And I think that's the reason for the celebration when he points to his head. He points to his head to say, "It's all in my head. Once I stay locked in, I'm locked in." And I know the kind of player I am once I'm locked in. I think that's why he points to his head. A couple of the things I feel like also is due to no fault of his. I think we've not developed him as a player over the years. I think because we've chopped and changed managers since he came into the squad, we've been sacking and hiring managers. I think there are a couple of players that didn't get the right development because we couldn't have any consistency for years, and I think he's one of them. So
this is a very good comment. I think Rashford needs an arm around him. He needs a man manager, says Zoa Hussein. Bigger for your comment. I think that's a very good point. You know, a good man manager mixed with confidence, mixed with belief can take you a long way. You know?
But I don't. For him, I really do believe is the way we play football on the pitch. I think he's the type of player that is setting a certain style of play makes him click, and then once he clicks, it doesn't matter anymore. He's clicked in. But if that certain style of play doesn't start and he doesn't click, it takes him a while to kick in. So, for example, last season when he wasn't scoring and they were like bench him, my thing was play him in different positions, play him at the 9. Like why do we keep
He
putting him?
doesn't want to play the 9. He's
Yeah,
publicly
but
said that.
he played it yesterday, and he played fantastic. Could have had a hat trick if they didn't give the ball to Antony. So my thing has always been moving around the pitch. Like he's good of a player that he doesn't have to stay in one position. I think you're better with him, more unpredictable. My problem with Erik ten Hag is if you look at the way we played last season, he turned him into like more of a creative winger. We were all shouting like, "Yo!" We took a player that's like he has a good striking ability, and we're asking him to pass the ball every single time. Like because we bought Haaland, because we bought a 70 million striker, we felt like Rashford has to start passing him the ball every single time. And unfortunately for Rashford, he looks at social media. He sees all this. He sees everything we're saying. He's a United fan, so he can't help himself. I wish he doesn't look at his social media, because I'm pretty sure he saw all those comments about you're so selfish, you don't pass to Haaland, and he started passing the ball, and there's nothing else you can do about it. Like once that gets in your head, you lose every type of instincts that you have as a natural footballer. So he just needs to go back to doing what he does best: get the ball, take people on, and shoot the ball, and he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I think the goal that he scored was a signature Rashford goal as well. You know,
The first
drop
the
a
first one
shoulder.
the first one was so good. This is Ballon d'Or-esque, man. The
Yeah,
first one was so good.
there it is. There is Gasby. He said it's Ballon d'Or-esque. It was a fantastic goal, absolutely fantastic goal. You can't deny that. Those are the type of goals we used to see Martial score back in the day. Greenwood score. That's the type of goal Ronaldo would score. It was a very good goal, man. You cannot take anything away from him at all. It wasn't a shot from outside the box, just a bang on shot. He had one player to his left. I think he was running at him, running behind him, one player in front of him as well. He took both of them on and smoked them. I think a couple of players apart from Rashford, because we know he's going to get minutes. I kind of want to talk quickly on these two players that are very important to be spoken about. One is Christian Eriksen. I think, where I stand now after watching 2 games of Christian, I think Christian definitely has a place in this team. He definitely has a spot to play in Manchester United this season when it comes to smaller teams, when it comes to Europa League, Carabao Cup should be by default Christian Eriksen Cup. Absolutely. Carabao Cup should be Antony Cup by default, unless we really, really need the big guns. And that's how it should be, because at the end of the day, you want to do load management as well. I wasn't particularly happy seeing Bruno Fernandes on the pitch, not because of his football, by the way. Nothing to do with that. Bruno, if you're watching this, because I know he blanked me already once, it is not to do with your football, but we need to do load management. I know this guy doesn't get injured, but, even though he came on, got some assists, I think Antony and Eriksen have a spot in this team. And I think having Antony on the bench a couple of games, bringing him on the Carabao Cup, just absolutely boosted him. This guy went crazy yesterday, Antony, man. The speed was scary. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but from the stadium, what I was watching, it was absolutely silly. The guy was outrunning players full pelt, while the players had like a 5-10 yard head start. I was baffled. And that's what he possesses. People said, I remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, they used to say Antony's not fast, and I used to fight this. He's rapid, bro. This guy is silly fast. He kept the ball tidy as well, won the penalty. You have to give him credit for that as well. Took the penalty well. He's probably told the team, yo, allow it. This is my penalty. I'm feeling confident. I want to get this goal. And that bit of, confidence and that bit of arrogance to say, I'm going to take the penalty. I think that's good, no?
Rashford giving the penalty. I think it was good for his confidence, because I remember last season Bruno gave Rashford the penalty just to build a confidence. So it's good team bonding, squad bonding moment right there.
I don't agree with this comment. I do not agree with this comment. League 2 players are slower. That's not a League 2 team. That's a League 1 team, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think then
First, that's a League 1 team. Second,
Um,
League One is
but
no joke.
I mean, no,
It's no joke.
they're still athletes at the end of the day. They're still
Very generic comment. Yep, thank you,
yeah,
Gatsby. They're still athletes at the highest level of football. You know,
yeah,
playing professional in the football league. That is no joke. That
yeah.
I'm sorry, but that is a very, naive comment to say they're not as fast. That's not
Anthony,
how football works.
Anthony. If you hear the players talk, I forgot who I'm. I think I saw a video of Mino, and he was calling the fastest players in the team that were rapid, and he mentioned Anthony. My only thing, I think he's rapid off the ball and on the ball. When the ball is on his feet, I don't think he's as fast as he is when the ball is not on his feet. So like in a sprint, in a like a full on sprint, yeah, he's probably gonna go past a lot of defenders. But when he's running with the ball on his feet, just because of the way he runs, I think like it's like a Sterling thing. Like when Sterling's running on the ball with his feet, it looks so weird. But when he's going full speed, yeah, you can't go. So
I think yesterday the system worked very well, and King says it's not the highest level, bruv. It is very high level. It's higher than Albanian professional league, Romanian professional league. With no disrespect to those countries, I can probably name you a lot more. A lot more. League One is no joke. Championship is no joke. These leagues are tough, man. They're tough leagues, bro. And the football that they play there as well is clanging and banging football. But anyways, that's beside the point. Uh, um, what was I saying now? I was saying the system yesterday worked really well. The goals that were constructed, we didn't get individual goals. I took a lot of positives from yesterday's game. Did you, Gatsby? Did you take some positives or a lot
yeah,
of positives? Because
yeah.
I did.
But I got killed. I got killed so many times for saying once our transfer window was closed, I said Christian Eriksen is the key to the team because I like to see football. Like I like to do with football. I like to isolate each part of the field. And when I put all our midfielders, when I put all of our midfielders on a PowerPoint and highlight their attributes, Christian Eriksen is the only one in the team that what he does, we don't have anybody else that does what he does.
His goals were silly as well. Did you like the Bruno? Do you think Bruno and Eriksen work well in the midfield? Because they do. They did in the first season. As much as we say legs this, legs that.
I've said it so many times.
But if we get the system right, everybody can flourish, man.
Yeah, Bruno and Eriksen is a far better combination in the midfield than Mount and Bruno. Because like I said, if you put all our midfielders on a PowerPoint and highlight the attributes, Mount is very similar to Bruno. Like it's just Bruno's just a little bit more technically better than him, but they're very similar attributes. Mino is on his own. Ugarte and Casemiro are kind of similar, but Ugarte is younger and like a little bit more mobile. The only person that is so unique and different is Christian Eriksen. So he kind of complements all the other little pieces in the midfield. He has to play. I don't care I don't know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, but he has to play because he makes everything look so easy. What some of the things he does, it might look so easy, but it's not easy. The way he scans the pitch, the way he knows the next pass before the pass comes to him. He knows where everybody is on the pitch. He doesn't need to look up to know the pass. He is absolutely brilliant. We don't have that in our team. He's the only one that can do that stuff in our team. So he has to play. He had a wonderful game. He was man of the match. He was.
Who was man of the match for you?
Eriksen.
Yeah, I said that as well. I had said that as well. They gave it to, I think, Garnacho because of his assists.
They gave it to Rashford. They gave it to Rashford.
Did they give it to Rashford or Garnacho?
Yeah, they gave it to Rashford. But I think Eriksen.
I think Eriksen deserves that. I mean, his goals were proper as well. His goals were so good, silly good. Goals. So for me, it's definitely Eriksen. Garnacho did well as yesterday we played. As weird as it sounds, right? Some of the goals that we scored, they were signature Manchester United counter-attacking goals, were they not?
Yeah.
The Garnacho goal, right? For example, there was another chance from Garnacho as well, where they just one pass and it just cut through the whole team and they found him. And this is what I was telling people, that counter-attacking football. Yesterday, we had a bit of transition possession mixed with final third overload, and then that killer counter attack. That football yesterday's was fucking entertainment galore, man. And this is the conversation people have. They say this football cannot win Premier Leagues. If you win enough games, you will win the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. You just need to do what you did yesterday enough times. There
I
will
mean,
be teams that score two past you. You just need to score four, three, four, five past them. That's how you do it. The link up was good. Like I think he said, the overlaps were great. You know, I think Man United didn't actually give respect to Barnsley. And I'm gonna put it out there. I don't want to say like in terms of we disrespected them, but bro, some of the passes we were doing, yeah, they were risky passes. I'm seeing Casemiro doing back heels. I'm like, what?
yeah, but Barnsley also did not respect us because they came to play with us. Like they actually came to play football. Like the first couple of minutes, they were like, oh, we like they came, they came to Old Trafford trying to make some history, like because over the past couple of seasons, some teams have come to United and felt like they're coming here to put their name on the books and make some history. So Barnsley, I don't want to like say they're not like the League One team, but they were a little bit kind of naive. They didn't come to sit back and pack the bus. They kind of came to play. And if you come to play United, I promise you, if you decide to come and play United, mano a mano, don't try to set traps and like just come and play us full on. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Like even Liverpool didn't come to play us mano a mano. They literally came and set traps for us. If you come and play us, oh, let's play football. We have too much speed. You're going to lose the game. You're going to lose.
And this is why I'm a little bit concerned. The other half of me that's concerned is we're somewhere in the middle. Someone said, where's that comment? They said, let's see what happens when we play a better team. You know, we tried to play football with Liverpool. There we go. We'll see against proper teams. Against Liverpool, we got destroyed. So we're not at that Premier League highest level. We're not at the lowest level. Where the hell are we? That's where, and by game week 10, 15, we'll know where the hell we are, because the way we dispatched Southampton, we dispatched Barnsley. Can we do that to the likes of Everton, Palace, Wolves,
I mean, Palace,
Newcastle,
Palace will be a good test. Yeah, the manager is good.
away as well?
They beat us 4-0 last season. We don't forget. We remember. So it's gonna be a good test. But I don't like the comment that Liverpool outplayed us. They capitalized on our mistakes. Like if we were, I felt like if we were clinical, we could have got back into that game. So
some of the teams, right, that we need to impose ourselves on: Everton, Wolves, Ipswich, Fulham, Leicester City. 5 teams that you must get 15 points of default. No questions asked. 15 points of them default. You should be imposing yourself on them. To the next stage, which is the Brentfords, West Hams, Spurs, Fulham, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. You want to see what you can get out of them teams as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I think for me, going off these 2 games, I can see us coming by, if we continue to play this style, and if he doesn't go back to stubborn, I can see us coming 5th, bare minimum. Then we look at the 4th, 3rd section. What do you think?
Yeah, is all on the manager, because I mean the Palace game is going to be really interesting because I want to see the starting 11, because you can't bench Garnacho and Rashford at this point, and then you have to play Ahmad. So that's your front 3.
But then where's Ahmad in that as well? Yeah,
that's your front 3: Garnacho, Ahmad, and Rashford. Because there's no way you're benching Garnacho. There's no way you're benching Rashford. They are on fire, and then Ahmad is on fire anyway. It's just he didn't start the last game. They rested him, but he's on
so
fire.
You're hell bent on this Rashford number 9.
Yeah.
You think 100%?
Yeah. It is because people forget, like, the first season that we came 3rd. That's what got us 3rd. We lost our first 2 games, and his front 3 was Rashford as a 9, Sancho on the left, and Elanga on the right to Anthony Kane. We beat Liverpool and Arsenal. Against Arsenal, Rashford gets the assist for Antony. Against Liverpool, Sancho gets the goal. Rashford has a good game. and we kicked on from there. And
Yeah.
even when he changed the formation and brought in Weghorst after the World Cup, Rashford was 2 players and 9 off Weghorst. Weghorst was like doing what Zeski does, and then
Yeah.
Rashford was cutting in as a 9. So he was a 9. He wasn't really on the left wing. If you look at his hip map the whole time that first season, he was literally close to the closer to the box you can get Rashford, the better for you, because he has immense striking ability. He can hit a ball. I don't understand why we keep him so far away from the box. He needs to be close to the 18-yard box so he can hit the shots. And that's what we did our first season. But the second season, we bought a striker in Holland and we turned him into a creative winger. And I think that's where a lot of the problems came from. But yeah, so that's it.
Big up to Omo as well, who's joined the stream.
Yeah, I'll turn my camera on like in 5 minutes.
Okay, no problem. I think it was nice to see the link between Rashford and Antony, just in general, But I can understand where people are coming from with the hot and cold Rashford. When he's cold, he's very cold. When he's hot, he's freaking crazy hot. And we just want some consistency, really. UTH man says, big up Faz. I disagree because the baseline is too low. Not a good barometer because Palace have a much better quality than our previous 2 opponents, which is a very clear point. He says our next 5 games are Palace, Spurs, Porto, Villa, Brentford.
No, 20 is there.
Well, obviously we've got FC20 in there as well. Don't forget. But all of those games, 5 games, are very hard. He says he can only see winning 3. I think our performance against Palace will determine what we can do. I think people are giving Palace a lot of respect simply because of like a bit of trauma from before.
They did the double.
Palace they've drawn 2 and lost 2, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they don't have a great form, but they're still a good team.
Now they don't have a great form, right? On top of that as well, let's not forget, they will be looking at our games and thinking, "Rah, this is looking mad. How are Man United doing this?" So we can already put them in a bit of a back foot, no?
Yeah, but we should beat them. I'm telling you.
They lost to Brentford away. They lost to they lost to West Ham at home. They drew with Chelsea away, and then they drew with Leicester at home.
They gave Chelsea a good game. I watched the game. They gave Chelsea
good game, schmud game. 1-1. Leicester scored 2 against them away from home. Now this is where the thingy is. Forget Chelsea for now, right? If Leicester can score 2 against them, whilst Leicester are competing pretty much to stay in the Premier League, just like them, you know what I'm saying, or have a good season. If Leicester can do that, what's our excuse?
Yeah, of course. Bro, I'm telling you, we're going to beat them.
What's our excuse? But now, in the 3rd season, I'll be deadly honest, it's not about if we'll beat a team. It's about how we beat the team. I can't lie. It's about how we beat them.
We're going to beat them. We're going to beat them.
It's about how we beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? They got Ndidi in there. They got Vardy in. That's the Leicester team. Vardy in there.
Ndidi playing the 10.
They I don't know how Leicester put 2 past them, but then when you look at Palace's, the players that you are gonna be looking out for is Mateta, really, isn't it? That's their main, and then Eze and Mitchell as well. We can have a bit of thinking for Mitchell, but I think Palace have a couple injuries, don't they? They have Chalobah and couple Holding.
They all got form doing comeback up.
They've got couple players injured, but regardless of that, we should be able to
give me your first
damage.
11. What 11 will you play?
Don't forget Eddie Nketiah is in there as well, right?
Yeah, they all picked up form doing this comeback up. They won.
They won 2-1 against QPR.
Yeah, they needed this win.
11 I would play, right? And this is a very good question. I was very happy with Maggie, Evans, everyone play. Toby. I'm not just gonna say, oh, it was Barnes. Like, no, you still have to play football. You still have to keep tidy. You still have to make sure you don't make mistakes and you do your basics right. And they did do that. It's a game of football at the end of the day, and you're playing the opposition that's in front of you. Simple as Onana, Mazarawi, De Ligt, Martinez, Dalot. Cass, Eriksen, Bruno. There, I said it. Cass, Eriksen, Bruno. Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno. I repeat. I would play Rashford, Xerxes, and Ahmad. And I think in the second half, I would bring on Kobe and I would bring on Garnacho in the second half. I would bring on Collier, Ugarte in the second half. That's it. That's it.
It's good. It's good.
I think that team with that subs can beat Palace. I don't mind Mino being in there instead of Eriksen, but the reason why I said Eriksen is because I know the data and the trend and the proof. It's like guaranteed Bruno and Eriksen to work. It's guaranteed.
Yeah. So they're definitely playing. Is Shaw back? Is Luke Shaw fit? Did he train today? I saw.
No. Forget Shaw.
He didn't train today.
Don't even if he's fit, man, forget him.
Fast. What you said is good and dandy and makes sense. I see our manager and everything you said. Just throw it out the window. Just throw it out the window.
No.
Just throw it out the window.
Why?
You're going as far as saying Eriksen. This manager might be looking to play Casemiro and Ugarte.
That ain't gonna work.
You don't know this man.
I know against Palace. You're gonna get yellow cards.
Listen,
you're gonna get yellow cards.
Listen, to tell
Leon.
This is why I said that I cannot use Southampton as data. I'm not gonna on that side. I cannot use Barnsley as data. I'm waiting for this Palace game and see how we play. Because you might say, oh, Southampton, we did this. Oh, cool, that's a Premier League team. Barnsley, you did this. I'm like, you're supposed to do that. But either way, I didn't care about the result. I didn't watch the first half. This is the game I'm looking for. Like I said, what I care about the Premier League and the Europa League. This is the game I'm looking for. Back to basic. Back to life, back to reality. This is the reality right here. EPL, are you going to compete?
My first 11 will be Onana in goal, Lissandro and Delic, Maza on the right. Maza's the right back. Dalot as the left back, but oh my god, I want to put Dalot on the bench because if they're going to switch Eze to him, I think they're going to try to put Eze on his wing, and Eze might just have a field day. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna play Dalot because sure is not fair. So Dalot on the left back. But if I was their coach and I saw that and I see Dalot on the pitch, I'm taking Eze right there. I'm telling Eze, go feast. But yeah, Dalot is the left back. My midfield 3 is Mino, Eriksen, and Bruno. Casemiro,
what?
Good job yesterday, but
what? Okay. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, can you comment? Agree or disagree? Mino, Eriksen, and Bruno.
Same midfield for same Southampton midfield. It's the same thing. Mino,
Palace.
Mino, Eriksen, and Bruno. I don't care. I want like my manager would tell me. I want more football. I want more football
against Eze, Nketiah, Decore, Wharton.
I don't care. Mino, Eriksen, and
you
Bruno.
Don't care
because we're going to hold the ball and we're not going to give the ball away because we have 2 people in there that can.
You think Mino can hold down Eze and Nketiah?
That's not Mino's job.
He's going to be the 6.
That's the Ligt. Eze is going to play on the wings. Eze is not going to play in the midfield.
These guys be inverting in, man.
I don't think you've seen that heat map. These guys are good. They're pretty much a Mezzala. They'll play the whole Mezzala. They have wingers. They don't play wing back to Mezzala.
That's the wingers. That's the wingers' job. I trust Mazzarri enough to do his defensive duties. I don't know about Dalot.
Then Mazzarri gets 2-on-1. This whole midfield is gonna listen.
That midfield is gonna get run through.
I understand it, but then again,
you're just gonna run.
I'm not willing to give Palace the ball. I want to hold the ball, and if I want to hold the ball, it has to be Mino, Eriksen, and Bruno.
Listen, I understand the aspect you're coming from. Ball possession is one of the best ways of defending. I get that. That's modern football. But boy, if we lose the ball, Bruno loses the ball, we're cooked because they will just run at us and we'll struggle. We know that Erik ten Hag's system. He loves sending his 6 forward. He loves it. He craves it. He dies for it. But then On the other side, I also understand why you would say that, because you have De Ligt and Martinez to cover you. So I get it.
Bro, last season we played Casemiro, Mino, and Bruno all season, and we still got ran through. We literally played Casemiro, Mino, and Bruno all last season, and we were still open like a sea. So, and that's because they kept.
Well, hold up. There's a one important factor to that. To make that happen, are we going to be pressing foolishly again?
No, it don't matter. We keep the ball. We press in zones. We don't man-to-man press. Mount is not here. We have stopped our man-to-man press. His man got injured. Thank God. He should stay where he is. No more man-to-man pressing. We zone press. We keep the ball.
That's why I like the Premier League. This is why I like when competition is back.
Mino, Eriksen, and Bruno in the midfield, and the front three is where it gets tricky a little bit. I feel like if I play that midfield, then Zeski has to start, because if I play that midfield, Zeski is like an extra body in the midfield. He comes deep, he plays in the midfield anyway, so he's almost like a diamond. So I'm going with Zeski as a 9.
Okay, what about?
Rashid,
sorry, go on, finish. Yeah, Zeski as a 9.
Rashid on the left, Ahmad on the right.
Okay, so pretty much the same. The only player you've changed is Mino in there, and I've put Casemiro in there. Now, what about a midfield of Cas, Ugarte, and Bruno?
No way. I don't want Casemiro anywhere near our midfield. Casemiro should be playing Carabao Cup, Europa League, and FA Cup. Anything Premier League, he should stay away from it. I don't want him anywhere. The only time I'm willing to play Casemiro in the Premier League is if we put Bruno on the bench. I'm not having Casemiro and Bruno in the same team. I'm not. The both of them are too Hollywood. They like the Hollywood pass. I can't do it. I can't. It doesn't make sense. They will try that 70-yard pass and they will miss. Casemiro will miss at least 3 times.
The lineup that I see is a little bit different, because again,
go on, tell us your lineup.
It's the same back four, because no changes there. You put Casemiro, Mino, Eriksen in the midfield, Xerxes at the 9, and Rashford on the left. And
sorry, who's your midfield? Sorry,
Casemiro, Eriksen, Mino.
Nah, that ain't happening. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but you see, this is why Ten Hag come in and ruins everything.
They ain't gonna do that.
He ain't gonna do that. He's gonna come in and ruin everything.
You're not benching Bruno. He played like 30 minutes and cleared.
I just know.
All right.
In
that case, let's do this. Everybody comment down below. What lineup do you think Eric is gonna pick?
Oh, easy.
Oh, that's easy. Ugarte is playing. Ugarte, Mino, and Eriksen. Ugarte,
Mino, and Bruno.
Ugarte, Mino, and Bruno is playing.
Easy.
That's straightforward.
Well, with him, not even thinking, if it's now Ugarte is gonna be Casemiro there.
And you think that would work?
I don't think it will work
against Palace.
No, actually, the combination that would never work. The new combination of players, because the manager keep twisting and turning. Bruno and Casemiro will never work.
That's the only. Yeah, I don't.
Eze had a last game against QPR. Eze had a really good game. Gay had a really good game. Munoz had a really good game. Kamada in there as well. Don't forget.
He's a strong team. These are strong teams to get forms.
You know, the only player that we can look at to exploit is Henderson in keeper.
He has
former keeper Dean Hendo. That's the only player.
He's a quarterback. He's a football player. He doesn't know it yet. He's an American football player. Because once you get that boy a launcher, danger.
Jefferson Lama. We gotta worry about him.
Lama not when we play. We'll be watching in the corner.
Yeah, it's probably watching on the corner.
So that midfield, Decore, full of energy. You know, good on the ball. We gotta be careful, man.
We beat Southampton. Southampton, if you had Leslie, Ugochukwu, and the other kid.
It's Southampton.
Same.
He's supposed to beat them.
Same midfield. They had Leslie, Ugochukwu, and if you know Leslie is all run and tackle and bully. Like listen. I'm not looking at their midfield. I don't respect Crystal Palace enough to look at the midfield. I think we care about other teams too much. Like, we have the players to play football. Like, just go play more football.
Why is it that they don't play football? Like, it's one reason why they don't not playing football. Like, we don't have bad players. Just a reason. There's a reason why they cannot play football. So I have to worry about the teams.
I think it's the manager. He keep picking these teams that
he keep or he keep the right team and he does the bad tactics. Like I have to worry about what other teams will do, and so I know what they're gonna do. Well, what is Manchester United?
Right. So like when he's not supposed to, make the midfield too tight, he does it. And when he's not supposed to play on the wings, he does it. So
Because
like
I see Palace, I see their heat map. Their midfield is compact. Like Walton Decore controls Eze, Ketia, and Mateta tucks in tightly, and they could go wide as well for free. And pretty much what they're gonna tuck in and go out wide. It's gonna be a 2-on-1 on Mazarari or Dallo.
Even if he loses the Palace game, I don't think it's end of the road.
Not end of the road yet. It's probably gonna
no,
be
it's not.
sometime.
He's got a.
Fast, I'm telling you, we're gonna beat them.
No, we're not.
What's your prediction?
We're gonna beat them 4-0.
Because we can all.
I'm here for it, bro.
Lineup right now. I think everybody in this chat knows what lineup he's gonna bring up. I think all the oppositions know what lineup he's gonna bring up.
Trust me, we're going to beat them.
He did a madness bringing Rashford on as a 9.
Listen, Joshua Zesky is the real deal. We're going to beat them. I think
I'm not ready to say he's the real deal yet.
Oh, he's legit. He's legit. I prayed that they don't mess him up. I pray they just keep him as he is. Don't try to force anything into him.
Nah, I don't. Listen, I've seen Martial play football, man,
and he was good. He decided
You're right.
He wasn't good. He was fucking great.
He was good.
And I hated him.
He was good. He decided to know. He left football a long time ago. That he wasn't serious about it.
He left football a long time ago, but
you know what it means for you to go to Sevilla and have R9 come to see you? That's no joke, R9 ain't a regular guy. That's
no joke, brother.
Should we be worried about Nketiah?
No.
Yes.
No, Nketiah.
I don't think so,
yes
man.
No. Should we be worried about Eddie Nketiah?
No, we have the leads.
Yes, okay, you should be worried about Eddie Nketiah, Mateta. You should be worried about their team because
you should be worried about Eze and Mateta. I'm not worried about no Nketiah, man.
Okay, you see, and the person didn't worry about the one that scores.
I mean, when Edward was in Palace, I never worried about Edward, but Mateta, do you really need to worry about?
Oh yes, you do. Mateta does damage, bro.
The moment he tucked in his t-shirt, he's been balling.
Okay. What about? Sorry, Gatsby, go on.
He's like a southpaw. He's very weird. He's not. I can't even put my hand on what type of striker he is, but he's always in the box. He's always trying to bully someone, trying to get his leg on something. So he's like a very unorthodox striker. He's going to give you problems. So we need to have the lick on him.
Saturday can't come quick enough. That's what it feels like. It can't come quick enough because we want to see what this team can do.
I want to see.
I think one of the most important things that we understand is one, we don't give away silly. Well, we will, but set piece is going to be a big concern.
Yeah, they are top players.
Set piece is going to be a very, very, very big concern, and that's something that I worry about. That if a team scores a set piece first and early, what happens to us then?
I think that's why I believe Casemiro starts.
Now,
not good in the air.
What do we know about Oliver Glasner, man? What do we know? What's the data saying?
He just got here.
What is the data? He's not been a big manager kind of profile anywhere. He's done well at Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, and he's done a bit of director in football and a bit of managerial here and there, but that's his two big clubs, Frankfurt and Wolfsburg. Can anybody tell me what we should be worried about? Anything as such?
What I do know is Eze has hit the post the most this year.
Okay, he's so far he's won 2, lost 2, drawn 2. Overall, so
he's a progressive footballing manager. He wants to play progressive football. So he's also like he's not going to stick to it 100% if he sees that his team needs to play a certain different type of way. So, but in general, he wants to play progressive.
He likes to pack out his midfield, don't he? He plays that 3-4-2-1
That midfield is compact, and
But he's also known to play the 4-4-2 as well.
Yeah, he's the one that gave Watson and put Watson. Let me not say he's the one, but he kind of put Watson on the map. Because he put him there and he turned to Michael Carrick, and everybody wants to start shouting Watson is the next Michael Carrick or something, because he wants to play progressive football. So he's going to let his midfield play progressive football, and he's going to protect the guy that plays the passes. So, I think we can get at Watson, and I think Watson defensively is not solid enough. I think he's still very young and he's still very naive. So we can actually get around him.
That's why the core is there for the
the core is there.
I mean, all his data set is pretty much in the Bundesliga, isn't it? And in the Bundesliga, the biggest, he's been only able to be the likes of Bayern, for example, once. He's not really beaten.
I don't think he's beaten Dortmund.
He's beaten Leverkusen a couple of times. He's beaten Leverkusen like 4 times. 4 times in about eight fixtures. So he's not really got a big track record of causing upset. I think the only one would have been RB Salzburg and Leipzig, where he drew loads of times against them.
And he beat us last season, right? 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his team so far, what I'm seeing is they have more top 5 and progressive passing.
Yeah, he's a progressive coach. He wants to play progressive football. So, but the thing is, Watson is. We have to, if we need to just exploit Watson, because position, like, he's very good on the ball but off the ball he doesn't have the positional.
Don't forget, that's not only it. He also absolutely cooked Villa last season as well.
Yeah, he had some.
But the thing is, Olise is gone, so now he has to adapt.
He cooked Palace last season. He obviously gave Chelsea and Leicester a very good game. 3 games unbeaten they've just gone, if I'm not mistaken, or 4 games unbeaten if you count the Carabao Cup as well, which isn't bad at all. There's positives for their own team to look at as well, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we cannot go in there worrying about these guys. I'm telling you, we have to go and play.
Last season he was playing a 3-4-3, but this season he's gone back to his traditional 3-4-2-1.
He has some injury.
No. The 3-4-3 is still the same. The 3-4-2-1, they're all the same thing. They're the same thing.
True.
Yeah, it's just variations on the positions of the 10 or the 9.
True.
Munich gonna push up a lot, so our chance of scoring has to come from Rash's side.
He crossed the ball a lot and love cutbacks. He won Europa League fast. Respect Glasner. Okay, did he? Who did he win Europa League with then? Because I didn't research him that deep. We went to Anfield, got 3 points with a clean sheet too. So he knows what he's doing.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, he did. He won
at Anfield
with Frankfurt. But that's domestic competition. That's the what I'm saying.
Hey, that's Europe. That's Europe.
Nah,
that's
we
Europe.
can't downplay that, bro. It's Europe.
Europe heritage. Yeah. Europe heritage with Frankfurt. Yeah, it's not a joke.
The European Silver Cup.
Frankfurt. Yeah.
What were we doing that year? What the hell were we that year? 2012.
Crashing out. We were crashing out.
21-22. Yeah, 21-22. Yeah, he won with Frankfurt. Right. Okay.
He was their coach, and he came runner up in the Poco the next year.
Before we start wrapping up the stream, then everybody in the chat get involved with this as well. And let me ask you this: after the 2 games, how confident are you getting top 4 this season, Gatsby? Out of 100, how confident are you? 100. If 100% was, I'm 100% confident we're gonna come top 4. What percentage do you stand in? Everybody in the chat get involved as well.
I'm 95%.
Wow. You're 95% confident that we can come minimum top 4. Okay.
Yeah. I already gave my top 4 prediction. I think I put a 2nd or 3rd.
Woo!
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
God damn. Okay.
All right.
We have the team.
I hear that, brother.
Wow. Do you guys agree? Like, I don't think
You
many
you
people
you
will
already
agree.
said right. You said we have the team.
I don't even know if I can agree with that, mate.
95% confident that we will come second or third this season. Wow,
Nah,
Gatsby's
but
really
you know
believing
what?
in Rashford and Cole. All right, okay. Omo,
I mean, Gatsby's saying he's got his players.
He has the team, and we have a strong bench now. He can change the team. If everybody can stay a little bit fit, we can actually change the games from our bench. We have
okay.
a really strong bench.
He says he's got a strong bench, he's got a strong team, and if everybody majority stays fit, they can do it. All right, he has a point, and that's the standards he wants to hold the team to, which is fair because I said he has to come third and win 2 trophies. So that's the thing: come minimum third and 2 trophies this season. Omo,
We're not getting top 4. 100% sure.
100% sure we're not getting top
100%
four.
sure we are not. We are not.
So you're
getting top
100%
Let me
locked
see.
in.
Let me see. I already wrote down like there's Arsenal will finish ahead of us. Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, Aston Villa will finish ahead of us. Wait, there's one
Jeez,
more team there. I put Chelsea right.
jeez.
I said Villa. Yeah, that's about it. Those two will finish ahead of us. I might be missing a team. Spurs might finish ahead of us. That's where we're gonna be at. We are fighting with Spurs for whatever position that is.
Woodward.
I am at least 70% sure we will end up in the top four as it stands currently. From what I've seen the heights and the lows. I haven't seen anything solid enough to say that, yes, 100% we can be there, top two positions. But I haven't also seen the very bottom of the barrel where, we might end up 18th. So I'm just going to stick to 4, 5, and 6, but definitely 4.
Okay, we got
I said
70% from
Newcastle for
Elite
the
Baller. Uthman says 35%. I'm saying, I think me personally, I'm 40% that we get top four. 40%. Because some other teams that are in Europe from the Premier League, they are not designed to be in Europe. They will get knocked out eventually with this new system as well. They will get knocked out. And when they get knocked out and there's one game a week after January, that's when you're going to find out. You're really going to find out when you play everyone second time round. Really. That's why I always give game week 15. And based on that, I think Villa's, West Ham's, when they're struggling for points, I think the odd game like Fulham or like Brentford. Obviously, Brentford ain't got no Tony no more. So they're a bit weak.
Mhm.
Brennan Johnson.
But
Yeah.
I think people are like literally underestimating the team we have. Actually, the squad we have now is actually better than the squad
We're
we
not
have.
judging the squad. The
I'm not
squad is
judging the
fantastic.
squad. I'm judging the
I think
manager.
the squad is great. Great. I think the
Manager is
squad is
not good.
definitely good.
That's
Everybody almost complements each other, and we've seen the data. It is in
I
the
think we've
squad.
had one of the most phenomenal summers we've had in a really long time
bro.
in
Yeah,
terms
the
of
squad
player
is solid,
acquisition.
man.
Squad now is
It
better
is
than
a solid squad. I think
Listen, guys, we
there's
missing.
only 3 players that I would have wanted, and that's me being like really luxurious. That's a left back, whoever that may be,
Okay.
Sanderberg, and Ivan Tony. 3. That's it.
I really
I
want
hear that.
The way I see it is like we have a good squad. I don't trust this manager at all. Like I really don't.
But the guy you don't trust with a far less superior squad in his first season, finished third, went to an FA Cup final, and if not for some bogus stuff, he should have won that and won the Carabao Cup and went to the quarterfinals of the Europa League in his first season with a far less superior squad.
But now that he have the better squad, he should do better than that, right?
Yes, that's why I said
He should, but I don't think he would because I've seen what he did last year.
Almost nothing about him. I think the squad is so good he can't fuck it up.
And don't forget, Manchester United by default this season have to win the Europa League. That's by default. There's no questions. There's no excuses. By default,
It's
they
not
have to win.
Europa League and Champions League.
I don't even need to think he needs to coach some kind of do some kind of mastermind coaching. Everybody stay in your zone. I just think he needs to keep it basic. And I think we have such a good squad. I don't even think he can fuck it up. I don't think unless we start getting like freaky decisions, red cards here and there, injuries. If everybody's okay, like none of us stay fit, and we don't get like mad decisions, that's a top 4. That's a top 3 squad.
Hey, I mean, we could do with a few mad decisions. I could use Penandez back. I remember when people used to cry about the amount of penalties we used to get, bro, and I haven't seen one at the time.
There's only 2 teams in the country that have a better squad than us, and that's Man City and Arsenal, and maybe Liverpool. But our squad of Liverpool is very like okay, and so we have like a top 4 squad in the team. There's no reason why
Chelsea.
No, they don't have a best.
Chelsea is just depth. That's all Chelsea is to me. They can rotate 3 teams anytime they want.
Other teams have gotten stronger, you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at football in the general sense because again, first season, the manager was laid back playing his double pivot, and now season 2 he was doing pressing all day. And come this season, he was pressing all games until Southampton. He decided not to press.
I watched Chelsea against Brentford, and they were lucky to. That's why I said my decisions. They were lucky to even be in that game to when Sancho came in. And thank you, Manchester United, for helping Chelsea improve their score. But that's a.
Oh yes. Thank you. I needed that. It was a very unsuccessful hate watch. It was a very unsuccessful hate watch, and I loved it. Because the timeline was on meltdown. Yeah, we won 3-0. Why are they upset that we won 3-0? I didn't understand it, but then again, we move on.
I don't know how you strengthen your rival, but that's fine. We'll overcome. But but yeah.
Let me wrap up the stream because we'll be live again tomorrow to talk about this more as we go into the build up of next game. Sorry. So we'll see after the Palace game really where we stand. Right now, I think a lot of conversation is based on excitement, and whether you like it or not, we're human, so we're gonna have a bit of bias, especially after we just got 10 goals in 2 games. And let's see, Manchester United. The thing is, I never learn, man. They get me every time. They do. Like when we beat Barcelona, was it when we drew against Barca, or when we beat them at home? I was like, Lewandowski, who? Rashford, Fred, he turned, he spun you. We scored more goals in that game than Barca had conceded their entire season at that point. I think Barca had conceded 3 goals and we scored like 1 goal or 2 goals.
I think we almost run their season that year.
Bro, like what? We were cooking, man. Like, God.
Gavi and Pedri, who, bro?
Bro, Gavi, I was looking for Gavi and Pedri in Barca, man.
You mean the first season?
Yeah, the first season, best season. That's how I've thought out of my mind. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, don't let me get high.
It depends if I think maybe yesterday was all about him trying that counter-attacking football again, and he absolutely cooked. That counter-attacking transition ball was just inject that shit into me, man.
The game plan was get the ball to Eriksen and get out the way. Get the ball to Eriksen and get out the way. That was the whole game plan.
Yeah, bro. Like literally, get the ball to Eriksen and run, bro. Everybody just run because he'll find you. You know, even Bruno Fernandes came on and misplaced a few passes, but hey, we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Big up to everyone for joining the stream. Big up Gatsby. Big up Omo. Big up Woodward as well. There'll be a video dropping tomorrow at midday, 12 p.m. GMT, where I kind of go through my emotions as well, and make sure every match day I will be live from home games. I'll be live bringing you player arrivals and player exits as well. So those streams have been going very, very well. So big up to everyone. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you. Big up to all 3 of you for joining as well. And make sure if you want to come on the stream, I'll be opening the lines to members only majority of the time, but normal viewers can also join into the stream a couple of times a week, so I'll be doing that. And big up to the members in the members only group chat as well. Take care, peace, love, and guidance, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Love.